Give In the Music Room welcome to Shake Russell.
Yeah. Thank you, Randy. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you very much. Glad to be here. I'm going to start with a song that Jerry Jeff recorded of mine a few years ago and dedicate to Jerry Jeff.
Rest in peace.
Pardon?
Rest in peace, Jerry.
He's probably partying. Why did we ride the rough road when the trolley rode easily by? Why did we climb the tall hill when the valley lay safe at our side? Who sent us out in the twilight to come back with a basket of words? Fashion a future quotation, desperate world desert. Perhaps it was just something foolish, like the deer of an angel at bed. But chance just a ghost of a poet whose song can never rest. Why did we drink from the cold rain with the soup so warm on the stove? Why did we wind up alone here singing melodies of love? We did it simply to do it. We did it to be tender yet tough. We did it for the beauty of the music. Was that explanation enough? Perhaps it was just something foolish, like the deer of an angel at bed. But chance just a ghost of a poet whose song can never end. We did it simply to do it. We did it to be tender yet tough. We did it for the beauty of the music. Is that explanation enough? Perhaps it was just something foolish, like the deer of an angel at bed. A chance just a ghost of a poet whose song can never end. Perhaps it was just something foolish, like the deer of an angel at best. Thank you. Thank you. Dave, I'm going to put you to work right away, Dave. You got Hurricane Dave going to join me here. He told me he's full of wind, so we'll find out.
He is.
It's David Hayden here. I know. It's key at G. Just like we rehearsed it. Can I just... Hey, God. call me Gypsy, that's my name. Came from Mississippi in a hurricane. I'm a traveling dog. It's a life for me. I'm a true believer in the promised land. I'm a rebel, a robo always rambling. I'm a traveling dog, running wild and free. You see, it's in my blood, it's in my bones. I'm a son of a rolling stone. I'm a traveling dog. That's me. I'm a traveling dog. Make a company. Come on, play that part, David. I love to hit the ground running in the morning sun. I was built for speed, I was born to run. Love to feel the breeze blowing through my hair. Not ready yet for the rocking chair. Head out the window, taking in the sights, biting at the wind as the world goes by. I'm a traveling dog. That's me. I'm a traveling dog. Make a company. Come on, boy. Sound good. Don't stop now. Call me Gypsy, I'm just passing through. Don't you bark at me, I won't growl at you. A traveling dog, it's the life for me. I'm a traveling dog, running wild and free. Ready to boogie, ready to go, ready to rock, ready to roll, roll, roll. I'm a traveling dog, that's me. Traveling dog, make the company. There you go, David. Hurricane. Come on. Here we go. Traveling dog. Hurricane. All right. This is also in G. That's a slow blues kind of thing. Let's check it out one time around. A little song here that I wrote called Me and Mark Twain. I grew up in Missouri for my first 20 years and joined a band from Texas. Oh, you're from Missouri too? Where are you from?
Yes, sir.
Where?
Joplin.
Joplin, yeah.
St. Louis.
That's where my dad met my mom. It's Joplin. My God. I don't think I was conceived there, but I don't know. Hadn't thought about that.
You probably don't want to think about
No, I
that.
know. Not right now. But anyway, spent my first 20 years in Missouri, and up at Missouri, Mark Twain's the man. You know, they've got statues of him up there. If they haven't taken them down yet, I don't think they have yet. But with this song, my buddy Chuck Hamrigan. Mark Twain was a riverboat captain at the age of 21, if you can imagine that. He said one time, all the characters in his books, I don't know if it's true or not, but he said it, that he'd met him on the river at one time or the other. I thought that's pretty cool. Might need a little more guitar if it doesn't mess up your recording. I wish I was on a steamboat about 1885, rolling down the Mississippi, so happy to be alive. Cigars by the dozens, whiskey by the keg, lighting up the pipe boys, stretching out our legs. We were skid-scatting, paddy-whacking, steam pipes blowing their stack. Not quite sure where we're going, don't know when we're coming back. Rolling down that Mississippi, we weren't feeling no pain, waving high as we roll by, me and Mark Twain. All down that river. Little sawing, banjo clawing, Big Daddy Catfish jumping high, two-stepping with Sam Clemens, Tom and Huck here by our side. Past everyone, Lem Cottonwood and Sandbar in between. Around every bend, past every mark, from St. Louis to New Orleans. Oh, I wish I was on a steamboat, 1885, rolling down Mississippi, so happy to be alive. Dreams here by the bushels, smiles by the yard. Strum a little ditty on this old guitar. Mark Twain, safe water, the river captain sing. Listen to the river song, me and Mark Twain. Mark Twain, safe water. A little bit of New Orleans here. One more time. One more time, Dave. Me and Mark Twain. Thank you. For David Hayden right there. He'll be back up in a little bit. Way out, Dave.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, let's see here. Well, I do an old song I wrote back in the 70s. That the first song I've had recorded by a major artist, and that was Ricky Skaggs in 1983, a long time ago. Was the first major artist to do one of my songs, and it's all over the world, you know, so it's pretty exciting to have someone like that doing it. He took it, he released it as a single the summer of '83, and watched it climb the charts on Billboard magazine all the way up to the top 10 and top 5 and 4, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 7. The number one song that summer was Islands in the Stream. Kenny and Dolly, they wouldn't budge. The whole summer they stayed there, and I stayed at number 2, and Ricky did, but my song did.
But you still got the mailbox money.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, I was playing a song at Kerrville Folk Festival, and who was it? Oh, shoot, I forget now. Pardon?
Me too.
Oh, one of the groups were playing there heard the song, and they took it back to Nashville and played it for Ricky. That's what I found out later, and Ricky liked it and changed a few words to suit him, which is fine with me. No problem. The clubs, they're all closing. There's no place to go, and the sun, it won't show for hours. Streets have all emptied, and lovers lay sleeping, thinking of each other. You've got a lover, but it's not me. He can't love you like I can. There will be others, yes I understand, but they love me like you can. There's acres and acres of these heartbroken lovers, and I know we're not the first time. Sometimes it seems that it's just like some dream that you try hard to remember. You gotta love him, but it's not me. He can't love you like I can. There will be others, yes I understand, but they love me like you can. I'll pick it, boys. The clubs, they're all closing. You know, I was hoping that the wine, it would see me over. I pulled up my collar, I walked into the night. I went looking for an answer. You've got a lover, but it's not me. He can't love you like I can. There will be others, yes I understand, but they love me like you can, and you can. I gotta do it. Islands in the stream. I thought about it. Thank you. Thank you. Well, all righty. Thank you, thank you. Let's see here. I'll do one here. Song I wrote about the same time. You know, I moved from Missouri, I told you, and I wrote my girlfriend, said, come on down to Austin, you're going to love it. She said she wasn't coming, so I went up to find out what was going on. So I wrote a song about that. But before I found out for sure, I was just still wondering what was going on. I wrote this song. I played it for many years and forgot about it. And then a couple of years ago now, I came home from a show. My wife was really excited. I said, what's going on? She goes, well, a friend says that Miranda Lambert's recorded your old song on a brand new CD coming out in November. This was like October, so I got online and checked it out. Sure enough, there it was on the back of her album cover. Thank you, Miranda, for doing that. Like I always say, you know, the story that they usually let you know when you're going to do your song. There's a protocol that goes through, the licensing and all that, and somehow that I just slipped through the cracks, you know. And finally, a mutual friend from Nashville called and said, "Hey, they're trying to reach you. They think you're dead. Can I give them your phone number?"
Wish you were dead.
That's right. It was all good. It was all good. Thank you, Miranda. I found out she learned this when she was 12 years old. That's pretty cool. One of the first songs she learned on guitar. Hope that's true. She has a great version of it. know me if you saw me now. Walk up to your front door no more. You never know me by asking how I've been. You'll never keep up that way. Stop sign, that's all you threw at me here. It don't feel like home no more. Wings on fire, I got sight of a brand new home, buried in these hills, Austin, Texas. You wouldn't know me if you saw me now, but I'm changing day to day, yeah. Never know me by asking how I've been. You'll never keep up that way. Bad news is better than what you've been handing me. What's gone on with you? Promise me, don't ask that of me now. Won't you just send me some word? She wrote, you wouldn't know me if you saw me now. I'm changing day to day, yeah. Never know me by asking how I've been. You'll never keep up that way. I'm singing, you'll never know me by asking how I've been. You'll never keep up that way. Woo. My guitar sounds a little bright to me. I don't know if it's the monitors where it's. Can you warm it up a little bit?
Okay.
Possible.
In the monitor?
I guess that's where it's coming from.
Yeah, I don't know if I can warm it up in the monitor,
Well, no.
but I'll try.
Or maybe just turn it down a little bit. Then.
I can do that.
Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, I think so. Thank you.
I brought it up a while ago, you know, that finger picking song, and you caught me off guard. Played a hot one.
Yeah, all right.
By the way, thank you, man, for coming. Appreciate you being here.
Well, thank you for
Yes.
having me.
It's about damn time.
I know. Time's going by so fast these
It
days.
does.
I can't believe it. Here's a newer song here that, called Sweet Harper Ray. Wrote this for a wedding I played a couple of, last summer before last, up in North Carolina.
It was last summer.
Last summer, it was last summer, yeah. Michael Hearn and I went up there and played the wedding. The bride was from Austin, and her daddy's from Austin, and asked us to write a song. Gave me a little bit about her background, how fine young woman she'd grown to be, and smart and beautiful, intelligent and wise, and this time to go to college. She decided that she didn't want to go to UT like daddy and granddaddy. She wanted to go to North Carolina, go to school up there for some reason. And so she did, and while she's up there, her dad said, well, you know, you got to come back to Texas once you finish school, because you're a Texas woman, you know, this is your home. She promised. Going to school, she met her husband, her boyfriend who became her husband, Tyson. So this song is kind of written from Tyson's perspective. Here comes Miss Sunshine, she's walking my way. I'm a lucky fellow, fellas, tell her every day I love that girl. Sweet Harper Ray. She was born and raised in Texas, boys. She's Texas made. She's the one I waited for, everything I prayed, and I love that girl. Sweet Harper Ray. She's a wild blue flock named after great-grandfather Ray. She's her mother's daughter, well, like her in every way. Be careful what you wish for, all her daddies say. She grew to be so confident, up and flew away. Left her home in Texas, Chapel Hill. That's where I saw her, boys, when I first fell into the love her then. I know all is well, Harbor. So hey, hey, Harbor, meet me out to church. It's our wedding day. Put the bow to the fiddle, let the music play. I'll be waltzing down the aisle, sweet Harbor, waltzing down the aisle, sweet Harbor. Texas, leaving here today. Gonna see the family, keep the promise she made long ago to come home, sweet Harbor. Here comes the sunshine, walking my way. I'm a lucky fella, fellas, tell her every day I love that girl, sweet Harbor. Church, it's our wedding day. Put the bow to the fiddle, let the music play. I'll be waltzing down the aisle, sweet Harbor, waltzing down the aisle, sweet Harbor. All right. Song here I wrote with a friend from Scotland. His name's Andy and Stewart. Andy passed away a couple of years ago, 3 or 4 years ago now. And I got a chance to meet him up in Pittsburgh. Some mutual friends brought me to Pittsburgh from Texas and brought him from Scotland over to Pittsburgh. And there's a big Celtic music base up in Pennsylvania that I didn't realize. Never been there before. And a lot of Celtic music. And they love Andy and Stewart there. He's like Willie Nelson of Scotland or something, you know. He's really bigger than life kind of guy, and great storyteller and great songwriter. And got a chance to meet him, hang out with him for a couple of years, going back and forth to Pittsburgh and playing parties for our friends. And then one trip I took a little melody with me and thought, this sounds Celtic, maybe he'll help me write a song, you know. And he did. So Christmas Day, we were trying to get it finished for Christmas night to play it for our host. And we were all down in a little cottage. They all lived up in the big house they called the castle. And Dee and I and Andy were down to the little cottage. And Andy was in charge of cooking the turkey for dinner, besides writing a song too. So he'd be sitting there in front of the fireplace smoking a cigarette, blowing it up the chimney, and he'd going, I like that, write that down, write that down. He goes, wait a minute. He has a Scottish accent, but I can't do it. He says, wait a minute, I've got to go baste that bastard. Pardon my language. Go in there and baste the turkey and come back in. Where were we? So, there's a little song of thanks to our friends that brought us up there. We played these parties in their house concerts, and at the end of the night we go out around the bonfire and play songs. So that's what the song's kind of about. A bunch of friends around the circle, you know. Andy and Stewart. My guitar doesn't sound very loud to me. A little anemic. Sitting in a circle, in the center burns a flame. The sacred in the moment, it may never come again. One song leads to another, we sing into the dawn. tall tales and wee sensations. All the gang was having fun. Kind hearts and good intentions fit like hand in glove. Just a band of rambling rovers living at the speed of love. We're living at the speed of love. Her figure broke the shadows. Let the firelight catch her face. Her heart truly lifted when the gang made her a place. Her voice, it joined the chorus as she slowly took her seat. I sang a little sweeter. Now this circle is complete. Kind hearts and good intentions fit like hand in glove. Just a band of rambling rovers living at the speed of love. Living at the speed of love. Some folks blinded by riches, some folks driven by greed. But the love you find in our circle is all you'll ever need. Sitting in a circle, in the center burns a flame. The sacred in this moment, it may never come again. Kind hearts and good intentions fit like hand in glove. Just a band of rambling rovers living at the speed of love. Living at the speed of love. Stewart, but Andy M. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Well, song I wrote, Clint Black. Clint used to open up for me back in the mid-'80s before he got management. He was gone. But he took a couple of our songs with him when he went to California.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
3.
He recorded a bunch of our songs we wrote together, and thank you, Clint, for doing that. Anybody see Clint on the Masked Singer the other night? I usually don't watch this show, but you know, this pandemic stuff got me watching way too much TV. And it's hard to find anything good. It's not political, you know. So I looked for the Masked Singer. These two snow owls. It was he and Lisa Hartman.
Oh, wow.
But we recognized Clint's voice when he
Yeah.
hit certain notes, and that's Clint Black.
Sure enough it was.
Yeah, it was. But I met Clint in a music store over in Houston on a Saturday morning. I was trying out he was trying out guitars, I was buying strings, and all these kids were in there, you know, playing all these rock and roll songs and Stairway to Free Bird stuff, you know, like that. And all of a sudden I heard one of my songs drifting through it, you know, and I looked over and there's this kid sitting there, black t-shirt on and playing my song, You Gotta Love Her, But It's Not Me. And I looked at him and he says, had a big old grin on his face, he says, I bet you know that one, don't you? Introduced himself, and said he wanted to come out and open some shows, so we went out and heard him play with his brother. He was really good. Even before I started writing songs, he was a great singer. So anyway, we wrote this. Thank you, Clint. It's a song that got me that guitar-shaped swimming pool out back.
All right.
With my initials, SR, in there. Right, honey? 1, 2, oh. Put your hands together again. That's ugly. Your mind is made up, you won't even try. You didn't even cry this time. Now you see we can never see eye to eye. One of us just must be blind. Sounds good. We've had our differences, we're still the same. We see what we want to see. Take a second, look and even things wouldn't seem the same. You see just what you mean to me. Put yourself in my shoes. Walk a mile, walk a while for me. Put myself in your shoes. Well, maybe then you'll see. If you put yourself in my shoes, have some sympathy. If I could only put myself in your shoes, walk right back of me. Everybody. It's a hard song. You're gonna keep walking and you're gonna pass me by. You say you don't even care. I can recognize the real goodbye, and I know your heart's not there. We've had our differences, but still the same. We hear what we want to hear. Head over heels and a lot to find to cry and shame. But we make the perfect pair. Everybody, put yourself in my shoes. Walk a while for me. Put myself in your shoes. Maybe then you'll see. If you put yourself in my shoes, have some sympathy. If I could only put myself in your shoes, walk right back to me. If I could only put myself in your shoes, walk right back to me. Boy, walk right back to me. I'm going right back to 1, 2, 3 for me. Woo. Oh, y'all. In the 70s?
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I think you're wrong there, lady.
80s.
oh, 80s, okay.
80s.
Okay. 80s.
So, okay, to keep it chronological here.
You know, it starts slipping after a while.
All right. There's one here that's I wrote for KPRC, Channel 2 down in Houston back in 1986 for the sesquicentennial celebration in Texas. They were doing a little video of people and places in Texas and wanted some music to go behind it. And I wrote this little song, and Ron Stone was the late great Ron Stone, who was a news commentator at Channel 2, who was also a historian, a teacher, an educator, besides being the Walter Cronkite of Texas. You know, he was also a very, he had a TV show called The Eyes of Texas that came on every Saturday at 6:30 for a little travelogue show for 30 minutes, and my song was the music for it for 10 years. It was on TV every Saturday night at 6:30. I'd come home and listen to it. That's my song.
Yeah.
That's my song on TV. But it was great, you know, great experience. Because I always say, you know, I'd go out and play somewhere where nobody ever heard me before. they knew that song. They go, I don't know who you are, but I know that song. It's Ron Stone. You know? And astronauts, NASA took it up into outer space in '94. Yeah, I know. I didn't know, you know, again, they thought I was dead, I think. No, they didn't tell me, but I played the Kerrville Folk Festival the year after they did it, and the commander of the crew came on stage and presented me with an autographed, framed picture of the crew, along with the patch and the CD that they took into outer space. And they had my song. Traveling Texas. They used it for a wake-up song to come back home. I said, yeah. So, you know, I don't get out of Texas much, but my song's been out of the world. Universal.
Is this the song you're talking about?
Yes.
No life.
Travel in Texas, been riding for days. Traveling in Texas, it's an old cowboy stream, heading south to the valley in that old Spanish train. Traveling in Texas, these old cowboys sing, take the heart of a Mustang, it can never be tamed. Ride an old blue northern across the panhandle plains. Traveling in Texas, neath the moon and the sun. Traveling in Texas, these highways roll on here. On the deck of a Maverick in an old hurricane, south down by Houston, moving out into space. The eyes of Texas, the hearts and the hands say welcome stranger. You know Texas means friend, where cotton is king and cattle is king. Willie is king, land of blue water, lakes of gold. Traveling Texas. Traveling Texas.
Oh, gorgeous.
Ron Stone. We'll do a couple more here this first set and give you all a little break. Hope you stick around for the next set. You want to do another one, Dave? Here for it. The key of A. Song, you never know what you're going to write a song about. And
That's the truth.
I know. And yeah, keep it down. An old friend of mine, John Inman, a great guitar player, was producing a record for me. And he asked me the question, he said, Shake, have you ever heard of Loser's Gumbo? I said, no, it sounds like a song. What is it? Because it's a special they have over at this place in Louisiana that we all play. Not me, but John and Joe Ely and all those guys played over there. So anyway, I went online and I said, well, what is it first? You know, I said, it's a special they have, and it's an old club called Jay's Lounge and Cockpit. And it's not by the airport, you know, it's not a whole different kind of cockpit. And it was an old wood frame building up front. They had a kitchen in the middle, and they had a big old metal building out back, and that was the cockpit. And whoever wound up losing a fight back there wound up in the special the next day. And that was called the Loser's Gumbo. They fixed that up for you right there in the kitchen the next day, so you didn't want to end up there.
No.
But I thought, well, there's a song there, and I told Michael Hearn about it, and he said, sit down and make a little story about a band playing there one night. Like I said, I never played there because I was too young. I just never played there, but I did get online and I saw pictures of Willie Nelson and Ray Price, you know, when they were young, leaning up outside the building. So it's been around for a long time, and a lot of people passed through there, played there. So in our imaginations, we played there one night. After the first set, we go to looking for the parking lot, and we go out the wrong door, and we go out back where the fighting's going on. And that night that we're playing there, it was a Saturday night, and the reigning champ from East Slidell, Big Chief Jolly, is fighting back in the main arena. And he's fighting this up-and-coming young rooster from Baton Rouge. It's the strangest thing you ever saw. It's a one-eared rooster. Have you ever seen a one-eared rooster? No, it's a one-eared rooster. Oh yeah, well, there's pictures of him. His name, he only had one ear, and he wore his other ear around his neck. I'm not making this up. On a little leather strap he wore it, and it would intimidate his opponents. You know, there's pictures of him. His name, he went by the name of Vincent Van Crow. But too old. So I say, I made the song up, and there's a place in there where we need anybody that can crow like a rooster out there. Can you crow like a rooster?
Kind of.
Okay, you can do that. Anyway, there's a place where we need a rooster to crow, and we're recording tonight, so we want it to sound really good. And I want any weak roosters out there tonight.
I can make such a good joke right now.
Louisiana, northeast of Lafayette. There's a little place on the edge of town called Jay's Lounge and Cockpit. It's a white frame, honky-tonk, seats in the parking lot. It's a place where the hippies and the Cajuns go on a Friday or a Saturday night. Marie's spreading cornmeal on the old dance floor. Just passing out while I do music down to the door. Don't end up in a loser's gumbo. Don't get lost in the loser's gumbo. Don't wind up in a loser's gumbo. Come on. Don't get lost in the loser's gumbo. Put your hands together. Come on. Hey. All right. Sounds good. Hey. I was taking the break. I'm looking out back. I'm looking for the bathroom door. I pull open the curtain. I walk into the strangest world. There's a cockfight called Big Chief Jolly. Did it on Saturday night. And a big red rooster from Baton Rouge, nearly twice his size. They're best flying, cockfighters, standing in a ready to. They didn't know they were cloudy with us near shot. Three green hullabaloo. Roaming, dancing, roosters in their arms. Cook big enough to lose it. Getting ready for the gumbo farm. Roaming up in the loser's gumbo. Don't get locked in the loser's gumbo. Don't wind up in the loser's gumbo. Don't get locked in the loser's gumbo. Oh, Miss Molly, stirring up that deep dark brew. Big Chief Jolly, swimming in the loser's stew. Smells good. Alright, easy. Go down hurricane. I was sitting at the counter on Sunday, the very next afternoon. I'm special with my friend Randy, gonna reach down for my spoon. As I swim out to my left, don't feel in my nose. He grabbed me by my elbow, pushed away my bowl. Before you take that sip, one thing you should know. Put your ear up to the bowl, you can hear that rooster crow. Don't get it up in the loser's gumbo. No, 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 no. Don't wind up in the loser's gumbo. Don't get it up in the Take it easy now. Be careful going home. The road's getting narrow. Watch out for the other guy. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. One more time. No, 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 no.
Oh, that's great.
All right, folks, we'll do one more here and give you a little break. Hope you stick around because it's fun to be playing for some people. Instead of just a camera, you know. Been doing a lot of
must be
streaming
hard.
lately.
Yeah.
Well, I have my D's there, D's, you know, and Sandy, but other than that, and the dogs, they're always there.
Oh, yeah.
They usually participate when you don't want them to.
All right, let's see. Let's see if I can do it in a key of G here. G's a good key. Wild blue flowers of Texas, forever waving back. There's a girl in the grace of her ways, singing along the tracks. These are pictures that I remember, I carry in my heart. I can see each one so clearly, even more so in the dark. There's a storm at the hill on the moon, where every raindrop rhymes, and the Pedernales River taking its own sweet time. There's a sunset in San Salvador, with the world nowhere in sight. And the moment that I met you, forever in one night. That I remember, I carry in my mind, and I turn them over and over into line. There's a girl in the grace of her ways, singing along the tracks. And the wild blue flowers of Texas, forever waving back. Forever waving back. Forever waving. Waving back. Don't go away, stick around. We got more songs coming up, all different songs.